All right, this right here is a real pair of AirPods Maxes in the Starlight color, and this is a fake pair of AirPods Maxes, right? This doesn't really look like it, right? Check this out. It comes in this box so it doesn't get wrecked at customs. Okay, here you go. See, you're catching a glimpse? Look at that. That was hiding in this box. All right, I just know I'm gonna have a hard time telling the difference between these two because they're like literally the same. Look at this. There's literally no difference. They both have the little indents on the top. The only way I can tell is this one says Starlight from Best Buy. Looks like the Apple logo is a little bit more of a tan color. Let's look at the back. Dude, this is crazy. No way. All right, let's get open. So this is the real and this is the fake, I think, right? It says Starlight, yeah. Okay. All right, not bad. All right, now for the real. Okay, that was smoother, I'm gonna be honest. May look the same, but is not functioning the same so far. Oh yeah. It is not opening. Whew. Oh, freak. And now for the real. Whoa, what the crap, dude? All right, so the fake does not have a wrap, or the original is wrapped, as you can see right there. It's got paper around it. Let's take that off. Okay, we got the brand new pair of AirPods Maxes right there. Holy crap, they look beautiful. We have a USB-C cable. All right, now for what we actually care about, that's the fake. How does it look? Okay, something already looks goofy right here. Our ear cup is not on them. Okay, we say designed by Apple in California. Looks like a little bit jankier of a cable, but still a braided cable. Okay, it does magnetize. Dude, how? How do they make this so good? Where do they make these? How are they so similar? Look at this. Dude, I'm actually so impressed right now. Okay, I've got the two pairs of headphones right here in front of me, and I'm gonna be pairing them to my phone because I want to see what the pairing process is like. This is the fake and this is the real. Let's do this. Okay, first we're gonna start with the original, and you just open this, and then I'm pretty sure, yep, they should pull up just like that. Hit connect. Wow, we get our little startup screen. It tells us kind of about all those functions, right? Announce calls, notifications, lossless audio. Oh, you can do lossless audio through the USB-C port. That's cool. We're at 66% battery. All right. So what I think is really cool about these is you can go into the Apple app, right? And then you have all these functions, right? We can do transparency, noise cancellation, off. You can adjust that all from here. I'm gonna put it on my head so it actually can do it. I haven't used AirPods Max in a minute. All right, transparency, there we go. Okay, it literally sounds perfect. You can name them right here. Answer calls, mute, unmute, digital crown. See, look, there's like so many different things you can do on here. It's kind of crazy. Find my, accessibility, automatically connect to your phone. Super sophisticated. You know, they have that nice Apple integration, but what we're curious about, at least what I'm curious about, is I want to see how these fakes actually are. All right, we're opening the case, doing the exact same thing. Let's see what it does. Nothing's happening, but we're gonna hit the button and see if they all pop up. All right, so they're not popping up like the AirPods did, but they're right here, and they are named AirPods Max on the phone, if you can see that. So you can see there's two. There's one, says it's number 2 right here, right? We're gonna click on connect. Okay, first things that's off is it says it's black, okay? Obviously, this is the Starlight color and not black, but you can name them just like that. It also has transparency and noise cancellation modes. We'll test later on to see if that actually works. You have all the exact same functions. Holy crap, you have everything. The real question right here, I'm gonna put them on real quick. I'm gonna copy this serial number to Apple, and I wanna see if this thing will come up on the Apple serial number. Here we go. I'm looking up the serial number right now. I'm gonna paste it in there. Same serial number as you can see right there. Okay, now we're gonna hit submit. Bro, what the freak? It says it was purchased on March 7th. It's obviously not March 7th. It is September 9th right now. So I have a warranty until March 6th. I mean, I don't know. I don't recommend this, and I'm not gonna try it, but this, hypothetically, you could return these headphones and they'll give you a new pair if you say they're broken. It says they're covered. That is nuts. All right, I got a challenge right here. If you can guess which one is the fake, I'll send you the pair for free. Okay, check this out. All right, here we go. Headphone number 1. Here we go. There's on my head. Perfect. All right, headphone number 2. Let me know which one you think is fake and leave it in the comments, because like I guarantee you guys can't guess. All right, so I want to go over like the actual differences of the two pairs of headphones, okay? So we got these are the fakes and these are the real right here, okay? So first thing to notice is that this case is not quite as good as the original. So as you can see right here, it has these little indents where the magnets are, where the original, they have some, but they're not quite as aggressive as this one. So that's how I mainly tell the difference between the two at first glance. Then after that, if we look in here, we open up the cases, right? As for the actual cases, like they're pretty much identical. Like look at these things. Maybe the material's a little bit kind of cheaper feeling, but they have the same little indents. I guess the real question is, do they fit each other? Yeah, that fits perfectly. That also fits perfectly. And that's just swapped them. I'm gonna have to swap them back or I'm gonna lose track of which one's which. So right here, as you can see, it says designed by Apple in California and assembled in China. Okay, see that? And then we have the fake, exact same thing, but the lettering is not quite as good, as you can see right there, but we still have the same felt texture. So that's like their cases. But what about the actual headphones themselves? For one, the fake is a little bit more like loose on the hinges right here. As you can see that, where the original is a little more like, it feels smoother, it just feels better. Also, the adjusters are just a little bit more smooth as well on the original versus the fake. The top hinge is a slightly different color on the fake than the original. And then another thing right here is this little top part on the original is a little bit more firm than it is on the fake. It's a little more flimsy. As you can see, my fingers like fall through on the fake, where on the original, it's a lot more stiff. This one's not really falling through. When it comes to the outer part, the metal is like basically the same. Like, they both seem to be made of aluminum. They both feel like really good, really cold to the touch, and they feel very high quality. Like if you're just trying to guess based on the metal, like you wouldn't stand a chance. Flipping it over, looking at the ear cups, they both do have basically the same ear cups. Looks like these ones are slightly discolored, if you can't see that. See how the fakes are slightly discolored? But they come off in the exact same way. They're magnetized. Feels like the real is a little bit better magnetization. Looks like the fake has this little rubber gasket, where the original has more of the matching color. But the colors are slightly off on the clone. But they do have that, right? They have the ear sensors, like everything is legit. Then you look at the actual inner part of the ear cup, and they're like so similar. Like even the text on the underneath, they both have it. This one is slightly discolored, but like even this part feels extremely legit. This is actually nuts, dude. You can even see the exact same speaker. I don't know if you can see that through there. It's like identical. Same deal on the right side as well. Like I wanna see if the ear cups are exchangeable. Okay, they are completely exchangeable. So that means that they're identical. So it looks like they're pretty much the same. I will say that the original looks slightly better in the internal part right there. Doesn't look quite as jank. It looks kind of a little more perfected, if you can't see that. And then you have these speakers. One of them, the fake is a little bit more regressed than the original. But they have these same exact vents on the side here. Even the other side is like completely spot on. Like I am so impressed by these. Okay, one part there that there is a difference right up here, okay? So we got the buttons, right? This is the fake. Way more clicky button, where the original is like this more smooth, satisfying button. And as for the actual like knobs right here, the fake is a little more jank feeling than the original. The original feels a little bit smoother and nicer, but they both kind of do the exact same thing. All right, so now I have the two pairs of headphones right now, and I'm gonna be testing the audio quality and the noise canceling between the two. This is the fake and this is the real. First, we're gonna try out the real AirPods Maxes. Honestly, I haven't used them in a fat minute. I've been using just Sony's. I honestly prefer Sony headphones. That is super nice with the headphones, but here we go, we're gonna play the music. I do like the knob as well. Can adjust the volume from there. Okay, they sound pretty good overall. I've tried other headphones that sound a little bit better, but they sound really good for headphones, obviously. Now let's try the fakes right here. Dude, they're just so similar, it's crazy to me. I definitely noticed that the ambient mode is not quite as good. Okay, so the knob does actually work on the top of the fakes as well, so that's really nice. Whoa. Okay, so the sound profile is significantly different. I will say that. The real AirPods sound better, obviously. They have a little bit more clear treble, and they're just kind of more well-rounded, where these are insanely bass heavy. And so that can be for better or for worse. I think that I've definitely listened to equalized audio that sounds similar to this on like maybe the Sony's like the bass boosting function, but these definitely don't sound quite as good as the originals, but they're not bad. Like they pass. I think that for what they are, they pass. They're not better. They don't sound bad, honestly. I want to check the noise canceling and just see how good it is. Here we go. So first we're gonna put the fakes on and see. Okay, so I have a stadium crowd effect noise on the speaker right now. I have the ambient mode on. Now we're gonna turn on noise canceling. Okay, I want to put the real ones on just to be sure. And we're gonna turn on noise canceling as well. The AirPod Maxes are honestly a lot better in the noise canceling. I wouldn't say like the noise canceling is like 10 times better, but I'd say it's probably at least 1 to 2 times better. But where the AirPods Maxes really beat the clones is in the ambient mode. So the real AirPods ambient mode sounds just like my normal ears. But when you're on the fake ambient mode, it just kind of sounds like you're just listening with headphones on, basically. And so not quite as good, but like for the price, honestly, very impressive. Not even gonna lie.